I feel like a transmitter and the camera kind of go hand in hand. I want to say it's this. Maybe not. Oh, it could be the tabloid. I need to save before I do any more, I think, because we're running out of health. Let's save. I'm going to save real quick. I do not want to have... I don't know when my last save was, either, so I don't want to have to do all that again. Let's try that. Got the first 2 locks. Try the next one. Dude, these chapters are a lot longer. Holy cow. Again, the first game we could do one in each, like, every day. Now, he didn't kill the elephants. He just buys their dead parts. Person who gave this bear. Here is proof that it was you who put it inside the camera. That's the receipt. He endorsed the killing of elephants by buying their parts. I can half agree with that and half not. The reason this camera is filmed in secret is... I kind of want to do tabloids. Let's see. It is tabloid. Woo!
I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. You like to move it.
Wait, happy Tuesday. There is a rumor going around that Miss Andrews and Mr. Corrida were having secret meetings. You, who was keeping tabs on Mr. Corrida, you were going to reveal this as a fact and turn it into a scandal, isn't that right? Dude, you'd be such a moron. Oh man, Mr. Lawyer, dude, that kind of scandal, that's the good stuff. That's what we in the industry call juicy. The good stuff? Look, we can get publicity without spending a penny with that kind of stuff. I mean, if people stopped paying attention to us, then it'd be the end, dude. Too bad that wasn't your intention. What are you talking about? I wish your reason for spying was something so innocent, but it wasn't. You didn't spy on Mr. Corrida because of Miss Andrews. Then there's only one reason I can think of for you to do such a thing. The real reason you set up that camera in Mr. Corrida's room was... What can I give him? The real reason. Is this... this could be transmitter. No. Wait, that doesn't matter. I want to say this.
Take that!
Yes. What is this card? Maybe he doesn't know about this card. This is a certain man's calling card. The man's name is Shelly the Killer, and I'm sure you know of him, don't you? Shelly the Killer. That's ridiculous. Why would I know some shady scumbag like him? If you don't know him, then why are you acting so jumpy all of a sudden? This is it. Finally starting to get to the truth. Can't afford to make any more mistakes now. Mr. Matt Ungard. I know why you know Mr. the Killer. It's because you're his client. Since you're the one who set up that camera, that means you knew. You knew exactly what was going to happen in that room. So, how do you know something like that? It's because you're his client. That's why. You hired Shelly the Killer to assassinate Mr. Juan Corrida. The real mastermind behind this whole murder is you! A real murderer is you! And here I was truly trying to be a good boy for you, dude. I thought if you didn't know, you'd be able to do your job without feeling bad. Well, that's what I thought anyway. You really did hire? Hold on a sec. I'm gonna consult myself, okay? Consult myself. Well, I guess it's probably about time anyway. About time for what? I think it's time for you to meet him now, Mr. Lawyer Dude. Him? Oh, what's up, man? Oh, he's got split personalities. Oh. I didn't have another voice prepared for this. Oh man. I can't just go Jersey on him again. That's gumshoe. Balls. What's an evil dude sound like? And crazy. Like a Scar voice? So like a little edgy version, an edgier version of Edgeworth? Because when I think of Scar, I think of slow, meticulous, and I put the British thing on Edgeworth. But I'm not a voice actor, so this is basically what do I want him to sound like? How do you do? No? See, that's Edgeworth. Oh gosh. Why is my controller doing that? How about balls? How do you do, Mr. Lawyer? I am Matt on guard. I see you got some of your health back. It's not great, but it's different. Well done, Mr. Wright. I bet it wasn't easy to gather as much information as you have. You're really... So you are Shelley the Killer's client? You didn't really think I would dirty my own hands in this, did you? I did not, Brick. I think it's one of the ones I didn't see. What do you mean? And that woman, Adrian, was quite brave herself. Trying to stick the crime on me? I didn't think she had it in her. But all I care about is that Juan is dead. Isn't that right, Mr. Lawyer? You're lying. Well, it's way past your bedtime, little girl. Go on. Let us grown-ups talk about more adult things. Why did you hide the video camera and... A weakling soon believes the words of others. Just like that pathetic Adrian. You knew what Miss Andrews' secret? But I'm no weakling. I don't believe anyone. Least of all assassins. What? Oh, come now, Mr. Wright. Assassins aren't above blackmail. They turn their clients into cash cows by holding the sinful deed over their heads. And a superstar like me? How much do you think I'm worth? Care to guess? We'll stick with this one. Hopefully it won't be in it too long. Like, I can't make it perfect, but it's different, and it's got something, it's got a little bit of edge to it. Yes, that's where the video comes in. I've got his face and the crime scene recorded on it. Preserved for all time. With that, I can keep him at bay, and even blackmail him if I want. That's right, that video is my insurance. Isn't that what they call it, Mr. Wright? Why would you do something so wrong? Because I'm a grown-up, and I can. Good enough for an answer for you, little girl? Why would you kill Mr. Koida? Because he was about to sling so much dung onto my beautiful public image. Scandals are a little annoying, aren't they? This is all because of that press conference, isn't it? if Mr. Koida had been able to give it, then Mr. On Guard Seeker would have... well, that's what they call taking advantage of the situation, you know. I had no interest in doing it, really, but bit by bit it crept up on me. And then the situation just presented itself perfectly. How beautiful, I thought. And that's how Mr. Koida ended up dead? Let me tell you something. I'm not like Adrian. I don't depend on anyone. People are simply things to be used. Used and thrown away. Put on a sweet, innocent face, and people will swallow anything you feed them. Adrian fell for it. That assassin too. Oh, how can I forget? Even you fell for it, Mr. Lawyer. Everyone, all working their butts off for me, Matt on guard. Oh, did that leave you speechless? What a shame. What's wrong, Mr. Lawyer? You've grown awfully quiet. How could I not have been so deceived by you all this time? When we first met, I asked if you had killed Juan Corrida, and you answered very clearly that you hadn't killed anyone. Hey now, I never told you any lies. The person who did the killing was the killer guy, right? And all I'm guilty of is taking a catnap in my room. You killed Mr. Corrida. I dare you to say that in court tomorrow. But too bad. You can't. You're my lawyer after all, aren't you? Could always drop my case and refuse to represent me. How does that sound? But you can't, can you? That would be one thing you absolutely can't do. Mystic Maya. You wouldn't want to test the killer. He's a man of his word, so I hear. You could end up getting a certain friend of yours rubbed out if you lose. You dick. So if I were you, Mr. Wright, Esquire, I think I would give it all, my all tomorrow. Remember, everyone likes a happy win-win situation. I'll get you for this. That's such a cliche phrase. Juan said something just like that, if memory serves. Of course, well, we all know how well things turned out for him, don't we? Good night, Mr. Lawyer. I made him sound a little older than he is. That's okay. What am I supposed to do? And now. Now you finally found it. Who is talking? The starting line of this case. Edgeworth? I don't care for the horrid atmosphere here. Let's return to the precinct. So what, did, like, Edgeworth know that right away? Like, how much does he know as soon as he sees somebody? Well, Wright, what are you going to do? You plan on changing your strategy? No! We can't do that. Yeah, how did he get a drink? And it's actually pretty full. If that's alcohol, that's a huge glass, and that's a huge thing of whatever that was. That's right, he's holding Maya hostage. What should I do? That's not something I can answer for you. Mr. Edgeworth? Right, only you can decide where to go from here. 1 year ago, at that time, I didn't truly understand what a prosecutor was. And that is why I had to leave the prosecutor's office. I felt that I couldn't stand in a court of law until I knew what a prosecutor really was. And now, Wright, it's your turn. My turn? What is the thing called a lawyer? What can you do as one? You must find the answer, and you must find it on your own. I'm a lawyer, but to fight for someone who is clearly a killer? Matt on guard? That man is... oh. It doesn't matter who. Every person deserves a proper defense and a fair trial. Isn't that the basis of our judicial system? Proper defense? What exactly is that? Is it where a lawyer forcibly and blindly gets an acquittal through shouting and trickery? Ironic that you, of all people, should say such a thing. Isn't that exactly how you have fought for your clients up till now? Well, that may be true, but that's because I believe my clients to be innocent from the bottom of my heart. But if I were to get on guard and acquittal, that isn't a proper defense at all. I became a lawyer because I thought I could save people who were suffering and in pain. But when I look at this mess we're in, I can't even protect the person closest to me. Even if I win the case, I still lose in the end. I just don't know what to do. Right. Would you get a hold of yourself? You have it all wrong. We aren't some sort of heroes. Only human, you and I. You want to save someone? That's something easier said than done, wouldn't you say? That's... You're a defense attorney. You can't run away from that. You can only fight. That's all you can do. People like you and Francisca von Karma are always using all you have to pin me down. You fight to the very end, even when you know the truth is not with you. But I'm not like you. I can't fight for a false verdict for a man I clearly know to be guilty. Francisca, she fights for herself. The only thing she fights for is her perfect win record, that's all. And? Isn't that the same as you? Isn't that why you ran away a year ago? Because your precious win record was destroyed? You're so petty. I see. Now I understand why you despise me so. However, you are mistaken. What? Thanks to you, when you sealed off my path to a perfect win record, I began to realize the error of my ways. I realized that things such as a perfect record were meaningless. Yeah, Rune, this is definitely a weird conversation to walk into. Also, happy Tuesday. What? I don't believe you. Are you saying that is why you left the prosecutor office? But then why? Why are you here now? The answer to that is something you will find out on your own. I have faith you will see it before the verdict is read tomorrow. But if you can't, then you'll be powerless to change the ending of this story. Mr. Nick, 24. I'm sorry for what happened earlier. Now then, Mr. Attorney, do you wager you can obtain an acquittal tomorrow? My. What is the matter, Mr. Attorney? I don't sense your usual anger this time. Tell me, please. Why are you holding Maya hostage for on guard's sake? Why are you doing this for that cold-blooded killer? Right. Please don't misunderstand things. He is my client. Don't toy with me. A man who hires an assassin is just as much a killer himself. I believe you are asking me for a reason as to why I am doing what I am. Yeah. This is what I like to call my aftercare. What the heck is your aftercare? My name carries a certain amount of honor and dignity, Mr. Attorney. I take great care to ensure that no suspicion falls upon my clients for my handiwork. That is why it is called client relations, and it is a part of an assassin's duty. Duty? He said duty. We were unlucky this time, and my client was arrested as a suspect. As a result, I did what I had to enlist your expert help, Mr. Attorney, and to ensure that you would do everything in your power to the very end. What is your name? I believe I told you once before. However, you did, but my name is DeKiller. Shelley DeKiller. You're Shelley DeKiller? Please keep in mind you do not have much space to maneuver with me. As a DeKiller, I always finish what I set out to do. If you fail to keep up your end of the bargain, it would be my duty as an assassin to see it that she receives a nice, long nap. Now then, if you'll excuse me, if someone were to trace the signal back to me, it would be quite troublesome. Meow. Mystic Maya! Yep, she's in there. In case we didn't see it before, that's where he is. I don't know what to say. Edgeworth? Hmm? Did you hear that at the end of the transmission? Oh, that? Sounded like a cat. A kitty? Can't be. The cat! Get! What is it? I think I know where Shelly the Killer is holding Maya. Edgeworth, have all the police units head for Engard's mansion immediately. Alright, you hurry over as well then. Don't lose hope yet, Pearls. The fight has only just begun. Yeah! Dun, dun, dun. And then it goes silent. It's still playing in my head though. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, there's a bear in front of the door. Maya, please answer us, Mystic Maya! We have this area completely surrounded. There's no way for him to escape. Assuming he's still in the area. Can't believe it. That butler, all this time, he was the killer. He and Engard were working together all this time. I'm sure they had worked out a contingency plan ahead of time. Can we just move in there? We can't. There's a small door at the bottom of the bigger door, Mr. Nick. We said that part. It's a figurine bell, but there are a lot of cuts in it for some reason. A wooden bear-shaped figurine. A bear? Isn't that more of a thing for Mr. Kurita? Why would something like this be here? Are all the bears actually from him? That'd be weird. Wright, look down. There's a little pet door installed here. I mean, actually, they gave it to me as evidence? Oh my gosh, they did. Sure, it's for sure. Do you think that this came through that little door? This door is locked. Well, I'm pretty sure it's breaking down doors by now. I'm pretty used to it. Let's go, Edgeworth. Ugh, there's no one here. From the looks of this room, I would say this is Engard's private lounge. Look at this, Wright. An antenna for sending and receiving radio signals and a VCR. Check inside the deck. If there's a tape, it would be an important piece of evidence. If we're lucky, it'll have the moment the crime was committed on record. I'm sorry, but the tape deck is empty. No tape to be found. There's no mistake that someone used this to record something. Looks like someone took the tape we're looking for and escaped with it. Ooh, there's the connection we need. Searched all over, but it looks like he got away. I'm sorry. It looks like he slipped out of our grasp this time. And now, we lost our only lead. Don't give up yet. That little girl is looking to you to be her pillar. Yeah, you're right. We're close. I can tell. I've already set a checkpoints along every route leading out of this district. Leave the rest of it to us. Examine the thing that's on the floor. This looks like a picture of Miss Impax. With love, Celeste. Miss Impax, you mean? Yeah, Mr. Kurita's former manager. Why would a picture of Miss Impax be in Mr. Engard's mansion? And why does it say with love? This might be a clue. So is he being a player to his manager? And like Juan found out and was like, well, dang it. He's my rival. And you went with him. I can't do anything with you now. Go away. Ah. What's wrong, Pearl? Please let me see a picture frame. What's so special about the frame? On the back, there's something went on the back of the frame. Maya. It's Mystic Maya. She left us a message. What? It better not be super long. I mean, come on. I thought you'd come. I knew you would. Now listen up. Better get on guard a guilty sentence, okay? Get that creepy slime bag and not guilty, I'll never forgive you, ever. I'm fine, so you don't need to worry. There's so much I want to write, but I don't think I have a lot of time left. Pearly, you're there too, right? Make sure that you help Nick, okay? Someone's got to watch out for that helpless lunk. That's it for now, Nick. I guess I'll talk to you guys later. Maya! Right. What's wrong? Why'd the link stare? Oh, nothing. We've searched the house, and this is the last room. Looks like he eluded us. Edgeworth? As far as clues goes, I think this is about all I'm going to get. But I'm still short one last thing. And what is that? Wait, we never got to unlock that. Miss Andrews' Cyclops. If I could just find out what she's holding, then I think I stand a chance in court tomorrow. Blow this case wide open and expose the truth. I think I know what you're thinking. I'll contact the detention center. Thanks, Edgeworth. Well, let's go, Pearl. It's time to open the last lock. And it lets us, it like does it now. It takes us directly there, and like every other time it's, and now we have to leave. Go to the living room. Go to the hotel. Go to the detention center. Now it just takes us there. Rude. Good evening, Mr. Wright. What's wrong? You look ill. Miss Andrews, I've come to remove your Cyclock. Okay? I want to know, and you will tell me. Your secret. Fine, go ahead. Try to break me if you can. You think the next... Yeah, I'd imagine the next one's going to be the end of the trial, too. So a 2-day instead of a 3. Cool. Why frame him? Okay. Why framed him? Revenge. There is something or someone in her past that would make her take revenge. Take that! Okay. We know we got this one. Oh, we're not. We're not going to be able to, Brick. I can tell you that right now. Just being honest. Last few days have been... I've been trying to get back on a regular schedule, and it's not really worked. I woke up at... I was able to get out of bed finally at around 1 today. Just to give you an idea. Celeste. There is only one catalyst that could cause such strong feelings, and even revenge. That is Miss Impact's suicide. What are you trying to say? Celeste was Juan's manager. On top of that, the one who hit her suicide note was also Juan. What does all this have to do with Matt? You're right. You haven't mentioned it. Yeah. But for you to hate Mr. Ungard, it would mean that he must have had some relation to Miss Impacts and her suicide. Can you explain to me this relation? Yeah, I got a picture in a frame. Take that! This is a photo of Miss Impacts, correct? She looks younger than when she passed away, though. With love, Celeste. This is Miss Impact's handwriting, isn't it? Where did you find this? It's alright, it was a rhetorical question. Yeah, it is. I found this at Mr. Ungard's mansion. And after all this time, the last remaining secret has been revealed. So we had to do the other side of the unlocking first. Cool. Full health! Woo whoop! I like being at 100%. Celeste, she was supposed to get married to Juan. Yes, but I heard that it didn't work out. Because Mr. Koida didn't want to get married to her anymore, right? Yes, because of Matt. Because of Mr. On Guard? What do you mean? I can see where this is going. Celeste, she was Matt's manager a long time ago. She was the happiest woman in the world at the time. I was working part-time back then, and I often saw the two of them together. So that's why, with love, Celeste is written on the frame in that picture. They were a couple, weren't they? They were a couple, weren't they? Wasn't anything as splendid as that. Celeste was being used. Toyed with until she was thrown away. That's horrible. That's like, I want to punch people in the ball sack for that. Matt's entire image is built around how nice and wonderful the man he is. Scandal would have destroyed that. That's why Celeste, in her kindness, moved over to Worldwide Studios. And that is where she met Juan. She seemed really happy with him, even happier than when she was with Matt. Celeste and Juan was such a good match that they were even planning to get married. And then, it was suddenly called off. On the night Juan called their marriage off, Celeste, she killed herself. Yeti, happy Tuesday, man. And that's why I framed Matt. It was revenge for Celeste and myself. I'm sure even you can guess why Juan called the wedding off, right? Matt confessed to Juan about his relationship with Celeste. I see, so that's what happened. Ugh. But then why did Mr. Koita have to call off the wedding? I don't understand at all. It's probably because of his worthless male pride. Juan and Matt were always fierce rivals. Matt waited for the wedding announcement and then unleashed the truth on Juan. He was aiming for when it would hurt Juan the most. They're both dicks. That wasn't the end of it. That day, almost certain that Celeste left a suicide note behind. In that note, she left a detailed account of Matt's various misdeeds. And so that she would never again be hurt by Matt, she chose to die. Then, when Juan discovered her body, he hid her note. But why would he do that? Simple. Juan realized that the note was a powerful weapon against Matt. And it would be especially damaging to his refreshing like a spring breeze image. In any case, with his pride hurt, Juan sought revenge. There's that word again. Juan wanted to publicly disclose the contents of that suicide note. At a time that would cause Matt the most damage, of course. And that was at the press conference after the stage show. I know all about it because I heard it from Juan. It was so I could find out all about this, and I drew close to Juan to begin with. They're quite a pair of hideous monsters, aren't they? Even Celeste's death was something for them to use in their game. That night, when I found Juan's body, it's only natural that I thought the murderer was Matt. These two were always spying on one another, after all. As for me, I was frantically searching for Celeste's suicide note. I wanted to destroy it before it ever went public. I was going to burn it. I even brought a lighter. But I couldn't find the suicide note. That's when revenge crossed my mind. Yes, I was going to bring them my own kind of cruel revenge. Celeste was killed by those two monsters. So when I stabbed Juan's body with that knife, I didn't feel a single shred of guilt. And that's all I have to say. Well, Mr. Wright? Even knowing all this, are you still going to help that man? I'm a lawyer. I see. What a foul profession. Thank you very much for your time and for talking with me. No big deal. I couldn't sleep anyway. I can't sleep either. Not with my situation or with what I know now. There's a lot of stuff, dudes. Ooh. Ooh. To be continued. Well, we're going to watch that later.